Hey guys, this is Joseph Kwame, and we are discussing on this topic, opioids, and I'm with my panelists. And and then
Precious Hannah answer.
okay, so before we begin with this podcast, we would like to let you understand what an opioids are. And without wasting much time, let Benjamin give us an introduction, a brief introduction about what opioids are. Okay, so hearing and interpreting what you said, meaning opioids are drugs, right? Oh, okay. So getting to the next panelist, can you give us something small, brief about how opioids work?
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. When you say opioids, that's my one of my dads, Mr. Ben, said it. Opioids can be, youth who use who misuse some drugs. Yes. So how they use it, since it's not the perfect way that they are supposed to use.
That's it.
So because many youth use them to escape stress, depression, or poverty, but it ends up trapping them in addiction. Yes,
Sure,
so
sure.
somebody can be using.
Oh, okay, that's a great idea. And viewers, I hope you've all gotten something small about what an opioids are. So, getting to the next panelist, I want to hear what an opioid, the crisis an opioids brought to us. And then I would like Precious to give us a brief topic on that.
Okay, so the opioids, as my other colleague says, they are hard drugs that we use, and in a way, opioids are illegal when prescribed.
Yeah,
Yeah, but when misused, it can be dangerous and addictive. And this is what most of we the youth we don't know. That opioids can be more addictive and it leads us to the wayward. Yeah. We don't know. Our minds are like we are using it to relieve stress and cope with the hardship in the country. But in a way, lack of education and all that, we tend to forget the bad side of the drugs. Yeah,
okay,
as in,
okay.
we can even end up in prison
Yeah.
since we don't know the, causes and all that. And according to research, almost 50% of the youth are really depending on opioids because of poverty and hardship in the country and lack of jobs. Although it's good, but in a way, when misused, can be dangerous and
Sure,
addictive
sure,
as well.
sure.
Thank
So getting you clear, meaning opioids are legalized, but they are legalized, right? But just that people are not using it in the
you. Yeah,
correct way, right?
correct.
That's a good idea to hear. Getting to the next panelist,
I
who
may
is
elaborate myself on peer pressure. Peer pressure. So in this context, I am a young man addicted to my colleagues who are opioid users. Maybe they are addicted into drug and they are drug addicts. So in a situation, they will be sharing, of course, advising because they are my peers and I am moving day in and day out with them. So whatever they will pick or they will speak into my ears, it enters and I pick them. So peer pressure will be one of the major causes of opioids. So far as they are also in my support when it comes to child raising, when it comes to raising children, peer groups play a critical role in it. So far as they are my peers, they are my friends, I'm moving with them. It is so simple to become an addict, opioid addict because I'm moving with my friends. And based on the perception some are coming out with, somebody will even try to tell you that when you take opioid, when you take this hard drugs, people tend to do work or a routine work so easy. You can study, your brain, you'll be very
You're
brilliant
doing
in
extraordinary
everything.
things.
Your daily activities, you are good
That's
in
good.
all.
That's good.
And based on this perception, I see it to be a good thing. And definitely, unfortunately, I will become an opioid addict. Thank you.
Okay. That's a good idea also. So getting to the next panelist, I would like to know, is social media also a part of, does social media also play a role in this opioid addiction?
Okay, thank you very much. Um, Social media also plays a role.
Okay, so can you take us through a little bit how social media plays a role in this opioid addiction?
Okay, yeah. Um, since the social media play a major role in this obvious issues, some of the youth rather youth, they don't know how they can take the medicine in a great way.
Yeah, you
Yes,
mean
some
they
of them
misuse it?
misuse it in
Sure,
other
sure.
things. Yes. So it's often the social media. Yes. So it often glamorize drug use. Yes. And like it's cool or harmless. Yes. So when in reality it's deadly, yes, for the youth and this. Yes. So that's what I can
Okay,
say.
that's a nice idea because looking at things, most people are now dependent on social media all over and then trending issues. People go on and then get it. And I even heard they name some term red, unim red, and whatever. And I think this is also part of it. So, can I go? Let me go to the how does opioid abuse people and then to the
Okay,
pressure.
thank you. I think unemployment and lack of opportunities also plays a role. As in, see, some people, their mentality is they take the drugs just to release stress and cope
You
into
know,
the
is
hardship.
social media also a part of, does social media also play a role in this opioid addiction?
Okay, thank you very much. Um, Social media also plays a role.
Okay, so can you take us through a little bit how social media plays a role in this opioid addiction?
Okay, yeah. Um, since the social media play a major role in this obvious issues, some of the youth rather youth, they don't know how they can take the medicine in a great way.
Yeah, you
Yes,
mean
some
they
of them
misuse it?
misuse it in
Sure,
other
sure.
things. Yes. So it's often the social media. Yes. So it often glamorize drug use. Yes. And like it's cool or harmless. Yes. So when in reality it's deadly, yes, for the youth and this. Yes. So that's what I can
Okay,
say.
that's a nice idea because looking at things, most people are now dependent on social media all over and then trending issues. People go on and then get it. And I even heard they name some term red, unim red, and whatever. And I think this is also part of it. So, can I go? Let me go to the how does opioid abuse people and then to the
Okay,
pressure.
thank you. I think unemployment and lack of opportunities also plays a role. As in, see, some people, their mentality is they take the drugs just to release stress and cope into the hardship.
Sure.
Yes, so but in the long way affect them.
Oh, okay, for the idea. So, getting from my panelists, we've heard some courses of opioid how we can do, or if there is anything to do to keep this over dependence on this drugs by the. Let's hear from Benjamin about the solution to go about it.
Thank you so much. In order to curb this situation, in order to avoid or go with the avoidance of opioid addiction among the youth in our community, I think employment channels must be established by the government, even together with the parents at home. Imagine that a lot of money have been used in the development of the child, maybe during education aspect, and then the person has finally come out from education.
Sure.
The next step is to find some job opportunities too, in order to be able to save some amount of money to take care. But there is no job opportunity. There is unemployment everywhere. So the person has become a drug addict. And I want to consider one factor here. The money that has been invested into this child or student could have been used for something beneficial.
Yes, yes, yes.
So the money has become waste. One, we now contribute to financial issues. Second, the youth which would have been set as our future leader is now swelling. Who is the next future leader for our country or the community? Who are those who handle the communities? They are being affected. So in order to curb this situation, a plea to the government that they should establish factories, companies, so it will keep the youth engaged whenever they are done with education. And then education can also be running through social media. There can be education on the effect of opioid addiction. You teach the people, you take them through what when they do, it will bring this and that, and it is so